With roughly 100,000 Bitcoin options expiring this coming Friday, investors remain nervous about the short-term trajectory not only of the king, but also altcoins. The days where Bitcoin's drop would allow altcoins to accelerate are nearly gone during at least this alt season, with only a few exceptions on the radar that are often not much exposed or have a small market cap. In today's video, we won't talk about BTC. Rather, we'll go over several altcoins that have either reached a chart milestone, let's just call it, or are looking like they're about to do so should a simple single signal appear on their charts. Let's have a look at ENJIN coin, THETA, Alpha, and BITTORRENT, and what signals they provide us with. Okay guys, so I would like to start my Elliott wave analysis with THETA today. THETA, it's trending on the upside and it's trending within an ascending channel, okay? And it looks like to me that we're going to end wave 3 very soon if we haven't ended already, because we do get a rejection at the top line of this channel, which means now we could start moving lower to complete wave 4 and then continue up for primary wave 1 completion. Now, before, of course, we'll go there because this is the long term, we need to come a little bit closer, yeah, and really identify that the 402.36 Fibonacci extension for waves 3 and 4 over here in the minor degree was already done at 12. So we are overextended and we crossed above that line and went over crashing on the ascending channel over here top. With that said, and because of course wave 3 is done, we need to go all the way down to wave 2 and draw our Fibonacci retracement tool in order to identify some potential levels for a correction. Now, as you will see, first of all, because we are in the in the wave 3, yeah, and we're looking for wave 4, what we need to do is go and identify where wave 2 ended, okay? As you will see, wave 2 did well, nearly 80% correction, and that if we start using the rule of alternation, would suggest that the correction in wave 4 is going to be very small. If we did like 80 here, then the correction could be around 20%. So as you will see, the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement over here is around 11.6. We didn't get there yet, okay? We only went to 1280, and the thing over here though is that we received a very big candle, okay, over the previous, like probably yesterday, and since then we extended with lower volumes. Now this can mean two things, okay? We're going to extend higher depending on the close of today's candle, of course, despite that we are on an 8-hour chart, or we're going to correct lower to 12 and perhaps even down to 1163. Only when we get there, we're going to receive a signal on whether this is going to continue higher and this is going to be wave 4 or not. However, if of course the main scenario that we're looking here, it's invalid, it means that we're going to get a correction even lower. Perhaps we're going to go down like to the median regression over here, which means this is going to be a quite big of a dip. However, I really remain I would really pay attention to what happens around 1209, which is the 402.36 Fibonacci extension of waves 3 and 4. Okay, because it looks like to me that this extension now, the 5-wave move in wave 5 of 3 is already done and correction is in play. Next, we're going to have a quick look on ENJIN, and I will go a bit further out, zoom out, just to show you what I'm looking over here. So we've got an ABC 1, 2, and internally we've got another structure that is likely to end in the immediate wave 3. Now, the difference here is that we are far from, with theta, right? Well, compared to theta, we are far from this trend line. And what I am thinking that is going to happen, and due to the internal structure over here, is that I think we're going to get another move on the upside to complete minor wave 3 and then correct lower for 4 and then go up for wave 5, which is where intermediate wave 3 is going to end. From there we're going to get 4 and 5. So if you compare to theta, ENJIN is lagging, okay, chart wise, nothing else. Now with that said, I've went ahead here and drew the Fibonacci extension, yeah, and you see that again we did the 4236 at 2.6, and 2.6 was my level for a while now, but we crossed above always because that was reflecting how attractive the $3 level was, and we started correcting. Okay, now it's either that we've had a correction ending here, we're going to move higher in wave 3, then get 4 and 5, or we're going to correct lower, guys, and then get 3, 4 and 5. Now what will this depend on? Similarly as we did with theta, we're going to go down in wave 1 and pull our Fibonacci over here. We did nearly the 61 point Fibonacci, let's call it 60 Fibonacci retracement over here. Now what this means that we can go and apply that Fibonacci retracement now and assume that the 38.2 or the 40 Fibonacci, which is already done, yes, over here, should be a very good level to start considering that a signal might come through. Now, we also see the volumes increasing here, and this to me looks like this is a bullish development rather than anything else. So, with that said, guys, I will be looking for a valid break, yes, above this trend line, this channel, perhaps a rejection and a continuation up for a fresh high. Once we get the fresh high, and we can get the fresh high anywhere above the previous high, it's very likely we're going to get 4 and then 5. Okay? To me, so far, this looks like it's really suffering over here, but this could be simply a correction and then a continuation on the upside. Now, on the next altcoin is Alpha against the US dollar, the Tether, of course. Excuse me, let me just go zoom out a little bit as well. Here, what the difference is, guys, with the chart over here is that we've just probably finished primary wave 1. And we're going to get to, if we haven't got it already, then 3. And that wave 3 is going to be, because usually wave 3 are the most powerful ones, is going to be very impulsive. It's going to be at least 100% of this, which means that, you know, from 0 up to whatever, 3, we're going to get to at least 6%, $6, okay? Now, long-term aside, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here's what I'm looking. I'm looking at this impulsive move on the downside. We have 5 waves, okay, which indicates that there is going to be a wave A or a wave 1, okay, because it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we could get A down here. So this is like an internal structure, but I don't think this is the case. I think we've got an A, B, and a C over here, okay, and wave B looks to be like a a double 3 over here, okay. So I've got W, X, and Y. And perhaps we're looking for prices to go back to 2.5, okay, which is a 78.6 Fibonacci retracement. Usually the corrections are reaching, corrections that they are complex, okay, like a W, X, and Y. Once we get there, we can start looking for a 5-wave move to the downside, okay, and creating a fresh low over here. Because we really want a fresh low in order to take into consideration that wave C has ended. Okay, so we're potentially looking at a price below the 97 cents or so, once of course we get a validation signal over here. Now, because we are getting a rejection at the bottom of this ascending channel, it would be a case where we're going to correct only 61.8%, yeah, of the Fibonacci move of wave A over here, and then start collecting lower. So I would be expecting to see whether this is a false break, whether the 78.6 is going to be a false break, and whether we're going to start seeing a move on the downside. On the downside, first I will be looking for 1.6 to break, and then that will be like wave 3 and 4, and we should be good then after this low is in to shoot higher in wave 3. The other scenario, of course, is that for some reason this is an ABC, so that's a W, an X, and a Y. And then we've got over here wave 1, wave 2, and then we've got internally 1, 2, we're gonna get 3, 4, and 5. That is going to be 3, 4, and 5. but I'm not sure I like this scenario too much, to be honest, guys. But it's there for you to take into account. And last, I'm going to have a quick look on BitTorrent. And again, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can all see what I'm seeing over here. We've got, again, wave 1 and 2 done. Minor degree in the blue, 1 and 2. I'm still expecting wave 3 to be done because it's not done. Now, what we've done here, we'll look at the internal structure, 1, 2, 3, 4 with a triangle, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm expecting another leg up after we finalize that correction over here, because I only see 1, 2, 3 waves over here. So I want to see the 4th and the 5th. Okay, actually we see the 4th, but we're not sure whether it's done or not yet. What else I have done is I have gone down from wave 2 all the way up to 3 and 4 to identify a extension level. And as you can see, guys, that level we just actually reached, the 0.004, is exactly the 161.8 Fibonacci extension of waves 3 and 4 green, yeah? So the next level I'll be looking will be at 0.00468 and then 0.0057. But because we really need wave 3 and 4 in, I think this is going to be just creating, forming, registering, if you may, a fresh high above the previous high, and then get the correction in 4 around 0.009 or so, and then all the way up for wave 5, which is going to complete wave 3. Then we'll get 4, and then we'll break outside perhaps. But until then, obviously, this is a long shot. Now, what else I'm going to do, over here is go a little bit closer, guys. And since we haven't done wave 3, go a little bit closer and show you that I have, since we've done the green move on the upside, we're expecting now the green move on the downside. So we do not know whether this is going to be a deep or just a pullback, but I'll be looking at anywhere between these levels, okay? But for now, guys, and actually let's just go a little bit closer here, yeah? It looks like we've had an ABC correction over here, yeah? Another ABC correction over here, and that looks like an ABC. And perhaps we're going to get another ABC, and then another one, and then another one. So it could be a triangle, guys, and then another move on the upside to take out the 0.004 and then start moving lower. Or it's very possible also that this is an ABC, this is another ABC, and we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is going to be a flat pattern, okay? And that flat pattern is very possible that it's going to create a double bottom over here. Now, a third scenario is that this is an ABC, ABC, and ABC. We're going to get a W, then we're going to get an X, and then we're going to get a Y, which most likely is going to create a deeper correction down to 0.002. I know it's far, it's a very big correction, like 50% from current levels or so, but guys, do not forget that how much we have extended from these lows and how much we're looking to correct, it's not really much, okay? So buckle up, because I'm expecting some moves to come into the markets very shortly, and I see a lot of correlation, at least to the current altcoins that we did between ENJIN and BitTorrent, and then between THETA and Alpha, if not mistaken. Yes? Let's check. No. BDD, no. ENJIN. Okay, let's forget about the THETA one, but THETA on its own, Alpha on its own, a lot of correlation between ENJIN and BDD. But ENJIN and BDD are lagging behind when it comes to the THETA charts. Okay, they're not correlated, as I said before. We're just talking about where they are on their logarithmic charts. Okay, so this will be all for the day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like buttons. If you have a comment for me, do leave a comment. I will get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss another opportunity.